Hi, everybody. John Reap here, recording my first podcast. I'm going to start off giving you all a little bit of background information about myself. I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 on May the 1st. I graduated in 2011 from Mountain View High School in Stafford, Virginia. Straight out of high school, I went to Patrick Henry Community College in Martinsville, Virginia, where I played 2 years of junior college baseball and graduated with an associate's degree in general studies. Um, After that, I transferred to Norfolk State in the fall of 2013, where I plan to play 2 years of baseball there and graduate and major in kinesiology. But after a couple months, I got burnt out on school and baseball, and I decided to come back home to Stafford. So for the last 2 years, I've just been in Stafford working, doing random jobs. Worked at Food Line for a little bit. Was a delivery driver for Sam's Pizza. Uh, I enrolled back at George Mason for the spring of 2016, where I'm majoring in physical education. I really enjoy all my classes so far, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds. Obviously, I am a huge sports fan. I have a extensive sports background, so we're going to talk a little bit about sports now. We're going to start off with college basketball. I'm a huge Duke Blue Devils fan. It's obviously been an up and down year so far for them. Had some injuries that they've battled, but obviously I'm a little biased, but I know that this team is fully capable of winning the national championship again. They just have too many scoring threats. They have solid leadership. And I know when Emil Jefferson, who's been out for 22 games now, I think, when he comes back, I definitely see them making a run during March Madness. We're going to switch to professional basketball now. My favorite team is the Washington Wizards. They got a huge W tonight to get back to 500. It's also been an up and down year for them as well. They've battled a lot of injuries. But also, I truly believe they're just as talented as anybody in the East. And I think when healthy, they could make a run in the playoffs as well. They've got knocked out the last 2 years in the East semifinals by the 1 seed. 2 years ago it was the Pacers. Last year it was the Hawks. Both those series went 6 games. So, I thought we would learn something from those series, come back stronger this year, and make a run. But obviously that hasn't happened so far. But they seem to be turning things around now. Won 4 in a row, like I said, to get back to 500 tonight. Still have, let's see, what do we have? 22 games left. They're only a game out of the 8th spot in the East now, so I'm feeling comfortable about their playoff chances. I just want to see them put it all together because I know that when healthy and playing to their full capability, I know this team is just as good as anyone in the East, like I said. I don't know about out West. The Spurs, the Thunder, and the Warriors look like they're a lot better than everyone else in the league at this point. So we have 22 games left and then the playoffs, so we'll see. Anything can happen. Now we'll go to professional football. I'm a huge Washington Redskins fan. Hopefully our GM, Scott McLuhan, has a lot of good plans for this offseason. Hopefully he brings in the necessary pieces to solidify the offensive and defensive line. And, I think Kirk Cousins, I think he proved what he's capable of last year. You don't want to look too much into 1 year, but, the talent's there, the confidence is there, the leadership's there. And I know if he can come back this year, build some more chemistry with the receivers and the coaching staff, I Obviously, I'm biased when it comes to all my favorite teams, but after watching them and seeing what they're all capable of and seeing the talent, you know that there's big things to come. So, we're just last year 9-7. That was a huge step up from the previous 3 years. So, hopefully, we can build on that. Maybe win the East again next year and make a deeper run in the playoffs. We'll see. And now, finally, last but not least, professional baseball. I'm a huge Baltimore Orioles fan. I also like the Washington Nationals, but the Orioles have always been my favorite team. Spring training just started. The American League East is going to be highly competitive this year. I honestly think all 5 teams have a chance to win the division. But once again, I know what the Orioles are capable of when they play to the best of their abilities. Manny Machado is on the verge of proving that he's one of the best players in the league. Chris Davis is one of the top power hitters in the league. Jonathan Scope at second base is an up-and-coming star. Adam Jones in center field is a proven star. And our shortstop, J.J. Hardy, and our catcher, Matt Wieters, both had off years last year. But if they come back healthy this year and provide some help to those other group of core guys, I definitely think this offense can compete and out-hit anyone. It's going to come down to the pitching staff, which in 2014 was the best staff ERA-wise in the American League. And then last year, I think they ended up 14th in the American League. It was just a total flip-flop. Everyone had awful years. So, you can't predict anything in sports. I'm comfortable with what this team's bringing into this season. Defensively, they're still one of the best teams in the league. Offensively, like I said, they can mash. They can hit with anyone. The bullpen's been one of the top bullpens in the league for the last 2 or 3 years. It ultimately comes down to the starting pitching. So if they put it all together, it's going to be a good season. I can feel it. So that's going to wrap it up for my first podcast, guys. It was great talking to you. Have a good day.